Thank you for being a part of BSDN Live coverage of the Blair Bears. We're proud to partner with many local businesses that are supporting all of the Blair School activities. Join us in thanking them as well. Awful Nice Guys Heating and Air Conditioning, locally serving Washington County for 25 years and counting. Find out more about Mike Beebe and the team at awfulniceguys.com. Memorial Community Hospital and Health System, serving Blair, Fort Calhoun, and Tacoma with continued expansion of services from birth and beyond. Learn more at mchhs.com. Woodhouse Auto Family, serving our community and the world with all of your driving needs. Search woodhouse.com. For real estate, nobody knows Washington County like WC Real Estate. Blair Eye Associates, Dr. Ryan Palmer. Jackson and Associates, Inc. RVR Bank for your local banking and wealth management needs. Balls Out Motors, Tax and Business Consultants, Turnkey Nerds, SEI Security Equipment, Inc., and Great Plains Communications.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome here to the Blair Youth Softball Complex for the third time in less than 5 days. Blair Bears here at home again tonight. They will take on the Bennington Badgers in the final regular season matchup before we start the district play. Blair's 22-8. Bennington with a record of 11-12. Take a look at the starters for Bennington. Alyssa Anderson will lead off. She'll be the designated player. Taylor Redmond, the shortstop, will bat second. Kaylin Mueller, the catcher, hits third. Brooklyn Fitch will play second base and bat cleanup. Adrian Treble, the left fielder, hits fifth. Bella Worth, the third baseman, batting sixth. Hannah Wageman will play center field and hit seventh. Skylar Johnson, the pitcher, bats eighth. Allie Blumenkamp, the right fielder, will hit ninth. And Sophia Reimer is the flex player. She's also the first baseman. For the Bears, it'll be Lainey Brown in center, Mia McLean at second, Caitlin O'Neill at short. Tatum Macklin will play right field. Taylor Munger gets the start at third base. Reagan Blattard at first. J.C. Sheath, the catcher. London Larson will bat eighth. She's a designated player. And Emmy Hall, the number 9 hitter, playing left field. Abby Leggett will be the flex player, and she'll get the start on the mound for the Bears. Joined now by Craig Houghton after his double duties over there on the PA system. Nice job as always, Craig. Welcome in.
Well, thank you. And Brian, this kind of feels a little bit like deja vu, but the stakes couldn't be much higher tonight as Blair takes on Bennington with kind of district seedings on the line.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It's a big game, really, for the Bears as far as where do they end up next week at home or on the road for district play. We're underway. The first pitch to Alyssa Anderson is a little bit outside, ball one. She swings and chops that one toward the right side, fielded by O'Neill. The throw to Blattard is in time. Nice job there by the right side of the Bears infield, and Anderson is retired for out number one.
And it's interesting, Brian, here Alyssa was actually a teammate of Abby's in the club season. So it's just amazing how in the summertime, how these girls all play together.
Yeah, then you come up against each other, and maybe you just know a little bit of the weaknesses. There's a good changeup by Leggett to start the at-bat to Taylor Redmond. Swings over top of it. It's 0-1. Redmond, the shortstop, and a sophomore. Moves up into the box. One away here in the top of the first. No balls in one. Strike the count. Fastball from Leggett just outside of the zone, a little bit high. Counts even at 1-1. Bears are 0-2 this week with a loss to Gretna yesterday and then a loss earlier in the week, 2 days ago. Sorry about that, to Gretna. And early in the week to Elkhorn. This one is popped up on the infield. Blattard will come in from first base and she'll make the catch for out number 2.
Yeah.
So an unusual 2-game losing streak here for the Bears, trying to end the regular season in the win column.
Well, I'd have to imagine Bennington's going to get Blair's best tonight, because we'll get into some seeding talk here in a little bit, but this is super high stakes.
Yeah, we'll touch on that as soon as we can here. We've got several innings before we need to get to that. Hopefully 7 of them tonight. Well, if you're a Bears fan, hopefully less than that with a run rule. But I'm telling you, Bennington with a record of 11-12, don't let that fool you, because they have played some really good teams, and they've played them close. No balls in one, strike the count on Mueller, the catcher. Change up, hit toward the third base side. It's going to go off of the glove of Munger, the third baseman, and over to the the shortstop. So an error on the Bears' third baseman will put on our first base runner of the evening. Last game for Bennington, they're also coming in on a 2-game losing streak, just like Blair. They lost to Beatrice, a team that's 25-4. Score was 4-3. Earlier in the week, they lost to Elkhorn North by a score of 4-2. The rest of their losses have been against really quality ball clubs: Norris, Gretna East, Elkhorn, Hastings. So you just look all the way up and down their schedule. This is a talented Bennington team. The Bears are going to have to give everything they have here tonight. First pitch to Brooklyn Fitch, the cleanup hitter, is ball one.
So we have a courtesy runner, Chloe Allen, who's running now at first.
Excellent, thank you. So she's there in place of the catcher. That pitch is high. It's ball 2.
And I think you're right, Brian, in terms of Bennington's overall team strength. They've only got 4 seniors, so young, but definitely improving.
That pitch is out of the zone. It's ball 3. We talked a little bit about this in the game against Gretna on Tuesday. With the talented defense like Blair has, the last thing you want to do is offer free passes to these hitters. There's a nice job that time by Leggett to come in with the strike. Just force the batters to swing at good pitches and put the ball in play and let your defense do the work.
Yeah, you can't afford to have someone get on without a hit, getting a hit.
Here's the 3-1 pitch. That's a good spot there by Leggett. Swung on a miss. The throw down to second is too far to the first base side. It's going to scoot actually out into right field. Good job backing up the play there by McLean. Good hustle by Chloe Allen. She steals second base. So they have a runner in scoring position now with a full count on the cleanup hitter, Brooklyn Fitch.
Yeah, big pitch right here.
Freshman cleanup hitter. Swings and lifts this one in the air to left. Drifting back is Hall. She will settle underneath it and make the catch for out number 3. So no harm done on the error in the top of the first. The Bears are able to strand 1. We head to the bottom of the first inning. Top of the order coming up for the Bears in 60 seconds on BSDN Live.
Thank you for being a part of BSDN Live coverage of the Blair Bears. We're proud to partner with many local businesses that are supporting all of the Blair School activities. Join us in thanking them as well. Awful Nice Guys Heating and Air Conditioning, locally serving Washington County for 25 years and counting. Find out more about Mike Beebe and the team at awfulniceguys.com. Memorial Community Hospital and Health System, serving Blair, Fort Calhoun, and Tekamah with continued expansion of services from birth and beyond. Learn more at mchhs.org. Woodhouse Auto Family, serving our community and the world with all of your driving needs. Search woodhouse.com. For real estate, nobody knows Washington County like WC Real Estate. Blair Eye Associates, Dr. Ryan Palmer. Jackson and Associates, Inc. RVR Bank for your local banking and wealth management needs. Balls Out Motors, Tax and Business Consultants, Turnkey Nerds, SEI Security Equipment, Inc., and Great Plains Communications.
Welcome back here to BSDN Live from the Blair Youth Softball Complex. Top of the order for the Bears. It's Lainey Brown, the center fielder, followed by Mia McLean, the second baseman, and then Caitlin O'Neill, the shortstop. Tatum Macklin hits 4th. Taylor Munger batting 5th. Reagan Blatter in the 6th spot. Then it's J.C. Sheath batting 7th. London Larson hits 8th, and Emmy Hall rounds out the batting lineup for the Bears. Pitcher on the mound for Bennington is Skylar Johnson. She is a junior, right-handed thrower, and Lainey Brown will get us started. First pitch by Johnson is low, ball 1.
You know what time it is, Brian, don't you?
It is 6:47 local. That's what you wanted me to say.
Yes,
right?
but it's really time for the Bears to put the hammer down.
Agreed. See if your favorite player, or one of, downtown Lainey Brown, can get them started.
You remembered.
That's a called strike. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I remembered. You trademarked it against Gretna, I think.
Yeah, well, I think forever she'll be known as downtown Lainey Brown.
Change up. She's out in front of that one. Scoots it toward the shortstop, and Brown with good speed is going to beat that one to first. The ball is going to get by the first baseman, and Lainey trots into second base with a stand-up, really probably reaching on an error. It was bobbled by the shortstop, but good hustle by Brown, and now she's out there in scoring position.
Hey, I think we give her a hit on that, don't you?
I can do whatever we want. We're the radio. We're not the official scorebook.
That's
so
right.
Single for Brown.
Yeah, it's interesting. Lainey comes in batting .571 on the year, so continues her hot streak at the plate.
Now it's McLean. I was just about to say, we'll see if the Bears try to bunt her. And Brown's going to try to steal third base. The bunt was missed. May have been a bit of a bunt and run. Nice play defensively by Bennington, to be honest. The throw down there was in time, and Lainey is caught stealing for out number 1. Interesting, we haven't seen the Bears that aggressive on the base pass yet, at least any time recently.
Right. Well, and she was kind of caught in no man's land there in terms of she's already halfway. And that's a situation I think that was absolutely a button run that was just missed by McLean, which is unfortunate, but that's part of the game.
That's right. Yeah, those little fundamental things sometimes can creep up and bite you. Hit and runs, bunting, those kind of things. As this ball that's slapped foul down the left field line. Counts 1-2. Interested to see if the Bears can overcome that little hiccup here and try to get themselves on the board first. We're in the bottom of the first. There's now one away.
Okay, so interesting family connection here between the batter and a coach at Bennington. Do you know what that is?
I do not, as McLean is hit by the pitch. I'm sure you can tell me, though.
So the assistant coach for Bennington is Colin McLean. That would be actually Mia's older brother.
Perfect.
Yeah, so he's a coach. I think he coaches, might even coach the JV team, but he's an assistant at Bennington and is a teacher there. So kind of an interesting family dynamic. You think he told the pitcher to throw one inside there?
I don't know. If he did, it's going to make Thanksgiving a little awkward.
I was going to say, family bragging rights on the table.
That's right. So McLean is now out there at first base. After the hit by pitch, the batter is Caitlin O'Neill. First pitch is outside, ball one. Caitlin, the shortstop for the Bears, batting in the 3 spot where she's been for most of the season. Reimer with the wind and the pitch. Drilled into center field, and that is going to get over the head of the center fielder, off the fence on the fly. O'Neill digging for second. McLean into third, and it is a double for Caitlin O'Neill, and with one away, the Bears have 2 in scoring position.
That was a laser. Holy cow. That one was hit hard.
Just didn't elevate it enough to get it out of the yard, but she hit it plenty hard enough.
No doubt, and it looked like it was a one hop into the wall, so that was a pretty good hit right there. And, you think about coulda, shoulda, woulda, but that would have been, definitely would have scored one had Lainey Brown still been in the game.
That's exactly right. Hindsight, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Macklin, the batter now for the Bears, their right fielder. Tatum swings at the first pitch just a little bit late and fouls it down the first base side. Counts 0-1. Big spot here for Blair to try to get up on Bennington early. Definitely want to take advantage of those runners in scoring position, especially with only one out. She can get something in the air in the outfield with McLean's speed. It's likely that she would score.
Right. And Tatum comes into the night batting .391 on the year.
Good pitch there. Macklin, taking, and it's in there for a strike. It's now 0-2.
Boy, and you could have asked for a nicer night. It's probably in the, low 70s, I'd bet. Not a breath of wind, hardly.
Just like we said on Tuesday, as long as the bugs stay away, right? This one is chopped foul. Good job there by Macklin to fight off a great pitch. She stays alive. Count still 0-2.
I don't know about you, but these last couple days, I've just been miserable with itching, the mosquito bites.
Not something you say a lot in the first couple days of October, right?
No.
At least not in Nebraska. Here's the 0-2 pitch again to Macklin. Grounds this one to short. Throw across is in time, but it's enough to score McLean. Nice job out there by Redmond, the shortstop that time. Also held O'Neill at second base, but Macklin with the ground out does pick up an RBI. And the Bears are on the board first.
And I think that's so critical, right? Be the first one to score, especially in what you anticipate to be a tight game.
That's right. Taylor Munger's the batter now. Not an everyday player for the Bears, so an opportunity here for Taylor to show what she can do at the plate. Craig, you always like to talk about her contact and her power. We'll see if she can showcase it here.
Yeah, no doubt. She definitely, when she makes contact, hits the ball hard. So let's see if she can't do it right here, especially with 2 outs. You'd think anything through the infield would score. The speedy O'Neill, who's on second.
Yeah, she's going on contact for sure. And there
and
you
just
go,
like
right
that.
up the middle. Just like you called it. That's going to score McLean easily. And Munger picks up the that scores O'Neill. Sorry about that. O'Neill in to score. Munger picks up the RBI on the single. And the Bears are up 2-0.
And I'd have to bet, Brian, that had to feel especially good for Taylor, who had the miscue in the first inning. So she definitely made up for it right there with the RBI.
Yeah, exactly. And the Bears were fortunate that error in the top of the first didn't cost them any runs. But you're right. Sometimes it still sticks with you as a player, and she's able to, if nothing else, get a little bit of redemption. Quick meeting on the mound out there by Johnson and Mueller, and now everybody's back to their respective positions. The hitter for Blair is Reagan Blattert, their first baseman, with 2 out and a runner on first.
And Blatter smoked
Reagan
it.
Drills this one. It
and
is
that one's gone.
absolutely. First pitch, green light. Blattert hammers it over the left center fence for a 2-run homer. And the Bears are now up by 4. It's 4-0. Nice job there by Blattert to be ready for something down the middle on the first offering. She didn't miss it. Huge shot there for Reagan. It's 4-0. The bases are empty, and are going to get a quick visit by head coach Landon Blanchard out there just to visit with this starter. Perhaps calm her down a little bit. Sometimes the game gets, starting to speed up. All of a sudden it's 1, then it's 2, then it's 4. Still in the bottom of the first. And it's a danger zone here opportunity.
No doubt. And for the Bears, you couldn't have asked for a better start, right? To hang 4 on Bennington is always a good feat. And it's interesting, in talking to a couple of the Bennington players, pitching and defense was their strength. Offense, not so much. So especially to come out and punch him in the mouth right away is a big deal.
Yeah, good point. Batter now is J.C. Sheath as we're ready to resume play. We're at the number 7 spot in the Blair order. Their senior catcher at the plate.
Well, and it's interesting, too, with the pitcher. You kind of see a look of dejectedness on her face right now. I'm sure she's got to be frustrated with how this inning's gone. And
yeah.
It'd be interesting to watch how it plays out.
There's a good pitch there from Johnson as she rifles it right by JC. Counts even out 1-1. Yeah, and you're right, Craig. As a starting pitcher, you never want to get beat up in the first inning. Always important to see how they battle back after that. As Sheath rips this one into right center, and that's going to get over the fence. An opposite field home run for J.C. Sheath. The Bears go back-to-back, Blattert and Sheath, and they lead it now 5-0. On a 1-1 pitch, out over the plate, Sheath waited on it, took it to the opposite field, and it's a solo home run for the Bears catcher.
Wow. I don't think back-to-back home runs was on the bingo card to start the night. You, Bren?
Not on mine.
No, mine neither.
I'm certain that the Bears are going to take it, though.
Yeah, it was interesting. I watched the body language of Skylar Johnson, the pitcher, and she was throwing her hands up and kind of stomping around. So, yeah, you can definitely see the war being waged in her own mind.
Yeah, well, we've talked about it multiple times this season. This is a talented Bears offense, a lineup really from top to bottom. It's not a batter that you can, take off, if you will, if you're a pitcher. So even though we're at number 6, 7, now 8 in the batting order, still a lot of power.
Did you just say what I think I heard you say? 6, 7?
Oh, jeez. No, oh, my gosh. This one is hit hard in the air by London Larson all the way back to the right field fence.
Wow.
It's out of here. They go back to back to back. 3 in a row for the Bears. They're up 6-0.
Wow. They're going to run out of softballs, Brian.
I tell you what, this is not like anything I have ever seen before, in person anyway.
Well, and quite honestly, for the year, Blair had 19 home runs across 30 games.
It's going to do it for our starting pitcher, by the way, Skylar Johnson, as we're going to get the second visit from the dugout for Bennington, so that will require a pitching change. So why don't we step away, and we will bring you the details of the position switch when we come back. All Bears here in the bottom of the first, 6-0. We're back in 60 seconds on BSDN Live.
Thank you for being a part of BSDN Live coverage of the Blair Bears. We're proud to partner with many local businesses that are supporting all of the Blair School activities. Join us in thanking them as well. Awful Nice Guys Heating and Air Conditioning, locally serving Washington County for 25 years and counting. Find out more about Mike Beebe and the team at awfulniceguys.com. Memorial Community Hospital and Health System, serving Blair, Fort Calhoun, and Tacoma with continued expansion of services from birth and beyond. Learn more at mchhs.org. Woodhouse Auto Family, serving our community and the world with all of your driving needs. Search woodhouse.com. For real estate, nobody knows Washington County like WC Real Estate. Blair Eye Associates, Dr. Ryan Palmer. Jackson and Associates, Inc. RVR Bank for your local banking and wealth management needs. Balls Out Motors, Tax and Business Consultants, Turnkey Nerds, SEI Security Equipment, Inc., and Great Plains Communications.
Welcome back here again to BSDN Live. The new pitcher is Allie Bover, a freshman. The night for Skylar Johnson is over. Emmy Hall is the batter for the Bears. She chops this first pitch foul and counts 0-1. 3 consecutive home runs for Blair. No pressure here, Emmy, but you never want to be the player that ends the streak, right?
No, not at all.
Just kidding. The 0-1 pitch with 2 outs. Good eye there by Hall as she checks her swing. Count is now 1 ball and 1 strike.
And I got to be honest, Brian, I don't know that I've ever seen a Blair softball team go back to back to back like that. Have you?
No, I haven't. Not in my recollection anyway. That was impressive.
Okay, I have to ask, Brian, what number game is this called for you in your career? Come on, I know you know.
I really don't know. I specifically, the exact number I can't tell you. We're in the 580 range,
Okay,
but
close enough.
couldn't tell you. Hall hits this one on the ground to short. Scooped up there. The throw across the diamond is picked out of the dirt nicely over there by the first baseman. That's Sophia Reimer, and the Bears are finally done here in the bottom of the first. But they score 6, 3 home runs in that first inning. They lead at 6-0. We're back in 60 seconds on BSDN Live.
Thank you for being a part of BSDN Live coverage of the Blair Bears. We're proud to partner with many local businesses that are supporting all of the Blair School activities. Join us in thanking them as well. Awful Nice Guys Heating and Air Conditioning, locally serving Washington County for 25 years and counting. Find out more about Mike Beebe and the team at awfulniceguys.com. Memorial Community Hospital and Health System, serving Blair, Fort Calhoun, and Tacoma with continued expansion of services from birth and beyond. Learn more at mchhs.org. Woodhouse Auto Family, serving our community and the world with all of your driving needs. Search woodhouse.com. For real estate, nobody knows Washington County like WC Real Estate. Blair Eye Associates, Dr. Ryan Palmer. Jackson and Associates, Inc.
Welcome back here again to BSDN Live. Top of the second, Bears lead at 6-0 over Bennington. Adrian Treble will be the first batter here for Bennington. We're at the number 5 spot in their order. Treble, Worth, and Wageman, scheduled hitters. Treble, the left fielder. Sophomore, right-handed hitter. On the mound for the Bears, Abby Leggett to start her second inning of work. Now operating with a 6-run lead. First pitch is hit hard down that left field line. Just a little bit too far out in front, though, is Treble. It's foul. Counts 0-1.
Yeah, and if you're Leggett here, you come out with the luxury of a 6-run lead. Just throw strikes. There's no sense in messing around.
Yeah, you want to find the strike zone and pretty much just live there and let your defense go to work. No balls and 1 strike to count on Treble. Change up, lifted in the air to left. Emmy Hall coming in on the run. She will make the catch. Nicely done there for out number 1.
And I'd have to imagine that Bennington's a little bit shell-shocked right here. Coming into the game, coming into the first inning and now find themselves down 6-0.
Yeah, it's always tough when you get, like you said earlier, kind of punched in the mouth like that. Bella Worth is the hitter now. Third baseman for Bennington. First pitch bounces in the dirt, ball one.
You know what Mike Tyson said about getting punched in the mouth, don't you?
I do.
Yeah, everyone's got a plan until they get punched in the mouth, right?
That's exactly right. Which it makes sense.
Yeah, makes sense. So we'll see here what how Bennington responds, quite honestly.
Good job on the 1-0 pitch by Leggett. Coming back in the strike zone, it's chopped foul. Count is now 1-1 One out here in the top of the second.
And I must say, there's a pretty nice little crowd here tonight watching.
Both ball clubs traveled well. This one's lifted in the air to center. Well, the Bears didn't travel, I guess, but good crowd here from Bennington.
Absolutely.
Laney Brown puts that one away without any issues. 2 away.
Okay, so Brian, you know when someone hits a lazy pop fly, you ever heard of the term can of corn?
Yes, I have.
Okay,
I never understood what it means.
I don't really know either, but they say can of corn, so I'm just gonna say that.
Have you ever tried to open a can of corn? It's not exactly easy.
No.
So I don't understand what it means. But nice play by Brown anyway. That ball's fouled away. Good cut there by Hannah Wegeman.
I actually heard that term for the first time from Laney's uncle, Brett Brown, and I've always wondered what it meant.
That sounds like something Brett would say. I'm just kidding, Brett. I'm just kidding. Wegeman, the batter, the number 7 hitter for Bennington, the center fielder. Change up there by Leggett. It's low. Ball 1.
You know what we're going to have to bring back, don't you, Brian?
I
Some
don't.
trivia.
Oh, man.
For the postseason.
For sure. Trivia and then prizes.
Yes.
No one wants to do trivia without prizes.
Okay, that will be my chore.
Over the weekend.
Yep.
This ball is lifted in the air toward the right side. McLean's going to drift back just onto the grass, but she will make the catch for out number 3. Quick inning for Bennington. They go 3 up, 3 down. Blair leads at 6-0 as we head to the bottom of the second. Back in 60 seconds on BSDN Live.
Thank you for being a part of BSDN Live coverage of the Blair Bears. We're proud to partner with many local businesses that are supporting all of the Blair School activities. Join us in thanking them as well. Awful Nice Guys Heating and Air Conditioning, locally serving Washington County for 25 years and counting. Find out more about Mike Beebe and the team at awfulniceguys.com. Memorial Community Hospital and Health System, serving Blair, Fort Calhoun, and Tacoma with continued expansion of services from birth and beyond. Learn more at mchhs.org. Woodhouse Auto Family, serving our community and the world with all of your driving needs. Search woodhouse.com. For real estate, nobody knows Washington County like WC Real Estate. Blair Eye Associates, Dr. Ryan Palmer. Jackson and Associates, Inc. RVR Bank for your local banking and wealth management needs. Balls Out Motors, Tax and Business Consultants, Turnkey Nerds, SEI Security Equipment, Inc., and Great Plains Communications.
Welcome back here again to BSDN Live. Ryan Abrahams and Craig Houghton with you. 6-0 Bears lead it as we head to the bottom of the second inning. Blair is back to the top of the order. So it's Laney Brown to lead us off.
So, Brian, are you ready to learn what a can of corn means?
Yeah, but hang on 1 second as Brown drills this one down the right field line. That's a fair ball. Brown rounds first hard. She will go into second. She was thinking 3.
No doubt.
But she had to hit the brakes there at second base. But a lead-off double for Laney Brown. Okay, educate us.
Okay, so that was not a can of corn because in softball, a can of corn refers to a routine, easy-to-catch fly ball, often hit to an outfielder who doesn't have to move far to catch it. The term originates from the late 19th or 20th century when grocery store clerks would use sticks to knock cans of popular foods like corn from high shelves, catching them easily in their aprons, much like an easy fly ball.
Wow.
I mean,
never would have guessed that. I'm so glad that you were able to look that up.
I mean, that is, you know what? From now on, if it comes right to you in the outfield, that's a can of corn.
And now you know where it's coming from.
That's right. It actually makes sense, right? If they were using aprons to catch cans of corn.
Yep, great point. See, this is an educational program, folks, not just entertainment.
That's right. Hey, you're serious?
And
I'm,
you're
yeah,
not.
I was going to. All right, fair enough.
Mia McLean's the batter. The count is 2 balls and 1 strike. We'll try to bring it back to reality here. McLean hits this one toward the right side. That's off the glove of the first baseman into right field. Laney Brown rounds third. She will score. McLean is on base for the second time, and the Bears add to their lead. It is 7-0.
And I have to give a call out because there's a little cute 9-year-old that got to serve as the honorary ball girl tonight. That would be my daughter, Hattie Houghton, who won a coloring contest to win that role.
Well, if she's a good luck charm, the Bears are going to have to keep her in that spot.
I was going to say, I may have to talk to Coach Fangmeyer about this. Maybe she is the good luck charm.
Yeah, you could easily parlay this into a lot more appearances. This ball is hit hard into center field, right at the center fielder, though, by Caitlin O'Neill. Craig, go ahead.
You know, we'll call that a semi-can, or like a half can of corn.
Okay, she did have to move a little bit. It was a line drive. Good hit there by O'Neill, but well-positioned and a nice play by Wageman. 1 out here in the bottom of the second.
And it was kind of neat. The coaches for Youth Night had a coloring book made up of lifelike pictures of the softball team, and had a deal where whoever submitted one, and the team got to vote yesterday on which one they thought was best, got to serve as the honorary ball girl.
That's pretty awesome.
That's kind of neat.
Yeah.
And I got to admit, Hattie was pretty excited going to bed last night and then all day today knowing that she was going to get to be the one who got to go pick up the errant bats, sit in the dugout, and participate with the team.
For sure. That's so cool. Good for the Bears coaching staff and good for Hattie for winning.
Well, it's a good thing she colors like her mother.
I was going to say that earlier, but I've already insulted you once this inning. I didn't think I should do it again.
It's all right.
2 balls and 1 strike to count now on the hitter. It's Tatum Macklin. She grounded out to short her first time up. Picked up an RBI in the process, though. It was a sacrifice ground out.
And Tatum is batting .391 on the year. And with 1 out, I bet you she's going to have the green light right here.
Yeah, 3-1 pitch as well. Runner at first is McLean. And Macklin's taking, or rather, probably wasn't taking all the way, but she took that pitch because it was up and out of the zone. Good eye for Tatum, and now she's at first. 2 on, 1 out. The batter is Taylor Munger. She singled in her first at bat, right back up the middle. Picked up an RBI. She drove in Caitlin O'Neill. Now she's up there with 2 on, 1 out. First pitch is low, ball 1.
And same scenario as last time. I think anything through the infield is going to score. Is that O'Neill, I believe, out there on
McLean? Second. Yep. But I think you're right. McLean with good speed. There's a strike to Munger. It's now a ball and a strike. Bears up 7-0, but Craig, you have to believe they're going to keep their foot on the gas here.
No doubt.
At least for this the short term. Try to get it up to double digits, I would imagine. That pitch is high, by the way. It's 2-1.
And Bover couldn't have been thrust into a tougher spot.
Yeah, and really just not done a bad job out there. Freshman coming on in relief. Got the out she needed in the number 9 spot in the bottom of the first. That pitch is a little bit high, ball 4, pretty close, but a good eye there by Munger. Now the bases are loaded, and your hitter is Reagan Blattert. You remember what she did in the bottom of the first. 2-run home run, a no-doubter into left center. So with the bases loaded, Reagan will step in. Her team already up by 7. 1 out here in the second. Oh, man, she tried to do it again. Went after that first pitch. Probably chased one that was out of the zone, but that's all right. Count is no balls and 1 strike.
Yeah, she tried. She was swinging for the fences right there.
She hits this one, and
that's going to
into
drop
shallow left, and it does. It drops and spins past the left field. That's going to score at least 1, and coming around to score from second as well will be Tatum Macklin. So a 2 RBI single for Blattert as McLean and Macklin score. Blair now leads it 9-0.
You know what? I think tonight it's the blow pop bat. Or the blow,
the bomb pop.
The bomb pop bat. There you go.
Yeah.
It's on fire tonight.
So I thought you said it was the bat girl.
Well, it's probably a lot of things.
There you go. J.C. Sheet, the hitter now. That
Hey.
pitch is high for ball one.
When you're up 9-0 in the second inning, you can have a little fun,
I would agree.
right?
Yep.
We're all kind of a little delirious.
Got to fill a little bit of the dead space, too, so that helps. JC homered in her first at bat as well to a right center. She lines this one at the third baseman, excuse me. Nice play down there by Bella Worth. Worth snares it for out number 2. Both runners able to dive back safely into second and first respectively. So now there's 2 outs. The hitter is London Larson, who also homered her first time up.
You know, interesting. Back to the Batgirl thing. While that's a small thing in the grand scheme of things, it's a big deal for Hattie, meaning it doesn't cost anything. It doesn't, really mean anything. But for her, she'll remember that forever, especially with her sister being on the team.
Yeah. Yep, that's a really good point. Counts 1-1 on Larson. They probably just made a Blair Bears softball fan for life by doing that, right? Maybe if she wasn't already.
Yeah, without a doubt. And
Larson lifts this one in the air on the infield with 2 outs. They will have to play it, and nice job. Sliding over from the shortstop spot is Taylor Redmond to make the catch. So the Bears strand 2. They do score 3 more. It's 9-0 as we head to the top of the third. We'll step away, and we'll be back in 60 seconds on BSDN Live.
Thank you for being a part of BSDN Live coverage of the Blair Bears. We're proud to partner with many local businesses that are supporting all of the Blair School activities. Join us in thanking them as well. Awful Nice Guys Heating and Air Conditioning, locally serving Washington County for 25 years and counting. Find out more about Mike Beebe and the team at awfulniceguys.com. Memorial Community Hospital and Health System, serving Blair, Fort Calhoun, and Tacoma with continued expansion of services from birth and beyond. Learn more at mchhs.org. Woodhouse Auto Family, serving our community and the world with all of your driving needs. Search woodhouse.com. For real estate, nobody knows Washington County like WC Real Estate. Blair Eye Associates, Dr. Ryan Palmer. Jackson and Associates, Inc. RVR Bank for your local banking and wealth management needs. Balls Out Motors, Tax and Business Consultants, Turnkey Nerds, SEI Security Equipment, Inc., and Great Plains Communications.
Welcome back here to the Blair Youth Softball Complex. Bears lead at 9-0 over Bennington as we start the top of the third inning. Abby Leggett back to work. She'll face starting pitcher Skylar Johnson. So Johnson still batting in that number 8 spot. First pitch is fouled against the screen. It's 0-1.
And we do have a substitution, Brian. So it looks like Hannah Houghton is out in left field now in place of Emmy Hall.
This one is lifted foul back by the concession stand. Saw Hannah was on deck when Larson ended that inning, so I wasn't sure if it was just going to be a pinch hit or outright substitution. So you're spot on. Hannah now out there in left. We'll try to keep you abreast of any other subs that happen here as the game continues. Change up by Leggett misses low. Johnson lays off. The count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Nobody out. Leadoff hitter here in the third. Wind in the pitch. Ripped foul down that first base side. The count will remain.
And I got to be honest, if this was a short one tonight, I'd be okay with that.
I'm guessing the Bears would too. Get a quick game over with, rest up a little bit as you head into postseason play. Although you said they'll have almost a week off. Districts likely won't start until next at the latter half of next week, probably Thursday, right?
Yeah. So you mind if we talk about that now?
No, go for it. I'll try to work my way through this, and you can catch us up. It's 2-2 now on Johnson.
So tonight's games matter because they all factor into the points. There are 7 districts this year in Class B in softball.
Changeup misses outside. It's a full count now.
And basically the winners of those 7 districts will make it to state. The 8th will be a wild card. and it'll be the highest ranked team that didn't win their district. Okay.
Yep.
So
Ball 4, by the way, as Johnson works a walk to lead off the third.
So Blair, according to Tyler Seeke, the Blair athletic director, is currently ranked 5th, rated 5th in power points in Class B. So as of now, they would get to host, and there would be a game, a play-in game next Thursday. There'd be a play-in game at probably 2 o'clock, and then there'd be Blair would play at 3:30. And should they win that, then they would get to host somebody in a 3-game series on Friday here at Blair Youth Softball Complex.
Could be a busy day on Friday. That pitch is just outside of the zone for ball 1. The batter is Allie Blumenkamp. The pinch runner, by the way, at first is Lauren Schmidt after Skylar Johnson earned a walk.
Hey.
Potentially could see 2 to 3 softball games and a football game next Friday.
I was going to say, yes. You better rest up, Brian.
Yeah, we'll see. This is hit hard into left field. Nice job there by Blumenkamp. Houghton gets it in quickly, but Bennington has the first 2 hitters on base here in the bottom of the third, the top of the third. Bears still comfortably up 9-0, but Craig, this is an opportunity where defensively you want to lock down, try to keep that 0 on the scoreboard. Back to the top of the order for Bennington.
Yeah, and Alyssa, she's a talented hitter. I watched her all summer, and she can really do some damage at the plate.
They started with a changeup that misses low. It's ball 1. Alyssa Anderson, the batter. Oh, now we've got a rundown and an errant throw. I looked down to write down in the scorebook, so I apologize. Must have been.
So, yeah, there's an errant throw. She threw down to second, overthrew the bag, and it went out into third, or out into center, and I just don't think that's necessary, being up 9-0.
Probably a learning opportunity there, but that allows both runners to advance, and really the key, it takes the force out away from third and from second. I was about to say, Anderson grounded out to second in her first at bat. Now she's ahead in the count here. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Nobody out, runners at second and third here in the top of the third inning. Leggett all of a sudden finds herself in a really tough spot. Good pitch there. It's called strike. It's 2-1. Working through now the top of the order. Abby Leggett gets the sign, the wind, and the pitch. Popped up, and it's going to stay on the infield. Munger comes in, and she makes the catch from third base. A huge out there for the Bears.
No doubt. 1
away now in the third.
So anyway, an exciting week ahead for the Blair Bears. If they are able to win tonight, and they could potentially go earn the 4th seed potentially, but couldn't do any worse than 5th
with a win.
With a win,
hit towards short. Nice play over there by O'Neill. She takes the sure out at first base. That's going to allow Lauren Schmidt to score. It's now 9-1 Blair. 2 away here in the third.
But boy, that does set up a big day next Friday.
Potentially,
right?
Yeah.
Yep. And it's so interesting. He was even explaining, depending on who your opponent is in that game on Friday, say it happens to be one of the schools way out west, that, to be fair, and to avoid someone having to travel 8 hours, the NSA is kind of lined up intermediate spots in the center of the state, maybe like a Grand Island or someplace there where both teams could travel to.
A lot can happen in the next 7 days. The pitch is high. It's ball 1. The hitter is Caitlin Mueller, the catcher, with 2 outs. She's got a runner at third.
And, I understand that, but that also takes away a huge home field advantage. Because I know that if Blair is able to win and get to host next Friday, that they would have a good contingent show up on, at the games on Friday to watch.
Absolutely.
I know my son, for one, would love to get nothing more than to get out of school for the day.
And then he would be here, of course.
Of course he would.
Right.
Then he would want to be here, not be forced to be here.
Exactly. A ball and 2 strikes now to Mueller. The pitch from Leggett. Changeup is hit just foul down the third base side. The count will stay 1-2.
And I bet I know a couple hundred more high school kids that would love to be out of school and here if they could.
Yeah, that's really true. Bears got to take care of business with a win here tonight, and then they would need to win, it sounds like, again on Thursday just to force that. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike three. The first strikeout of the ball game for Abby Leggett. Bennington does get one. Blair still leads it by 8, however. It's 9-1. We're back in 60 seconds on BSDN Live.
Thank you for being a part of BSDN Live coverage of the Blair Bears. We're proud to partner with many local businesses that are supporting all of the Blair School activities. Join us in thanking them as well. Awful Nice Guys Heating and Air Conditioning, locally serving Washington County for 25 years and counting. Find out more about Mike Beebe and the team at awfulniceguys.com. Memorial Community Hospital and Health System, serving Blair, Fort Calhoun, and Tacoma with continued expansion of services from birth and beyond. Learn more at mchhs.org. Woodhouse Auto Family, serving our community and the world with all of your driving needs. Search woodhouse.com. For real estate, nobody knows Washington County like WC Real Estate. Blair Eye Associates, Dr. Ryan Palmer. Jackson and Associates, Inc. RVR Bank for your local banking and wealth management needs. Balls Out Motors, Tax and Business Consultants, Turnkey Nerds, SEI Security Equipment, Inc., and Great Plains Communications.
Welcome back here once again to BSDN Live. Ready for the bottom of the third. Bears lead at 9-1. They'll have the number 9 spot in their order. Hannah Houghton. Then we'll move it back to the top of the order. Bennington still with the reliever, Allie Bover, out there on the mound. She took over in the first inning. Was able to get through the second. She allowed 3 runs in the second. Good eye there by Houghton for ball 1. And now the Bears try to add to their 8-run lead here. Houghton rips this one down the right field line. That is fair, and she will stop at first base. Nicely done there by the Bears' senior left fielder. And they've got a runner on base to start the third.
Hey, nice piece of hitting there. Find a pitch that you like and drive it. So nice job.
This is the part where we say we're glad she got her skills from her mom, right?
Well, maybe that one could come from her dad, maybe.
Just kidding.
That's right. Kidding. Hey, are you making fun of me again?
Well, it is the next inning. I think I'm allowed 1 per inning. That pitch is high. Lainey Brown's a batter, by the way. It's over the head of the catcher, and Houghton is now down at second base after some good heads-up base running. Bears have a runner in scoring position with nobody out.
Yeah, and remind me, Brian, it's what, 12 after 3, 10 after 4, I think?
10 after 4, 8 after 5, 12 after 3 is right. Brown fouls this one away. Count is now 1-1. So you're saying we're 4 runs away.
4 runs away, and
lead.
with the top of the order up, you never know, right?
Certainly could happen. 1 pitch, 1 batter at a time, right? Brown takes that one low. Nice job that time behind the plate by Mueller to keep it in front. Count is now 2-1. Over gets the sign, the wind, and the pitch. Brown hits it just off the end of the bat toward the left side. Scooped up there by the shortstop. The throw across the diamond is in time. Another good play by Taylor Redmond, and Brown is retired. Again, just a little bit too far out in front of that one for out number 1. The hitter now is Mia McLean, Blair's second baseman. She's been on base both times. She has scored twice as well, once a hit by pitch and once with a single. She takes a look at that one, and it's low, ball 1.
So, Brian, I must admit, look at out left field. I don't know if the audience can see that. Look at how pretty it is out over left field.
They're looking at our sponsors in the upper left-hand corner, but that's okay. That might be more important. That ball is low. It's ball 2, but you're right. It's a beautiful sunset here on a fantastic October evening in Nebraska. Don't get a ton of these.
Yeah, it's 7:30.
McLean chops that one foul.
Yeah, 7:30, and it's 79 degrees. we'll take it. And I'm going to knock on fake wood here, but no mosquitoes this far tonight.
That's right. And I promise you, if the Bears are playing at home next Friday, you're probably not going to have 70 degrees at 7 o'clock at night. That pitch is outside, ball 3, and the count is now 3-1. This is usually about the time when cold weather and rain sets in.
Look at that, but there's a chance of being 75 next Friday.
Man, we'll see.
Yeah.
And good pitch there by Bover. McLean didn't want to offer at it. Count's full now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 1 away here in the third. It's ball 4. It's going to bounce away from Mueller, and Houghton will advance over to third on the pass ball. And with the walk, Mia McLean is on base for the 3rd time in the game.
And I'd have to imagine, not too early in this count, she will be stealing second.
See how aggressive Coach Fangmeyer wants to be. The batter is Caitlin O'Neill. And you're right, here's a delayed steal. And she's going to run into a tag. Can Houghton score from third? She does. A tough collision there with the catcher, but good aggressive base running there by Houghton. The Bears give up the out. They do get the run. Nice play there by Bennington to take the out at second. McLean is erased off the bases. Caught stealing is the way it'll go in the book. But Blair gets another run.
That was interesting, how she kind of meandered out there. I don't know if that's the right term, but just kind of walked. And
well, it's a design play is what it is. You try to bait the catcher into a throw, and it's what happened. The Bears scored, which is what you wanted. This ball's hit into left center by O'Neill. It's a base hit. She's going to try and stretch it to a double, and she does easily standing up. It's just unfortunate that McLean got thrown out. It's the way it works sometimes, but with 2 outs, the Bears have another runner in scoring position. 1 run across here in the inning, so they push their lead back out to 9. It's 10-1. It'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Tatum Macklin.
So I think we're going to have a sub here.
Oh, yep, you're right.
I think it's Claire Anderson, I think. Number 5.
Yeah, that would be Claire Anderson.
You know, nice piece of subbing here by Coach Fangmeyer, especially for these seniors that you never know, but it could be one of their last games here at the Blair Youth Softball Complex.
Good point. Good point. Anderson takes over for Macklin here in the third. Two pitches to Claire Anderson are out of the zone. The count is 2-0.
Well, and especially, so the Bears actually brought up 5 new girls to be on the varsity team.
This one is hit toward the left side, just off the end of the bat again, and Anderson flies out to short for out number 3. So Blair gets 1, probably wishing they could have put more after getting the leadoff runner on base, but they do score 1. It's 10-1. We head to the top of the 4th. Bears by 9 on BSDN Live.
Thank you for being a part of BSDN Live coverage of the Blair Bears. We're proud to partner with many local businesses that are supporting all of the Blair School activities. Join us in thanking them as well. Awful Nice Guys Heating and Air Conditioning, locally serving Washington County for 25 years and counting. Find out more about Mike Beebe and the team at awfulniceguys.com. Memorial Community Hospital and Health System, serving Blair, Fort Calhoun, and Tacoma with continued expansion of services from birth and beyond. Learn more at mchhs.org. Woodhouse Auto Family, serving our community and the world with all of your driving needs. Search woodhouse.com. For real estate, nobody knows Washington County like WC Real Estate. Blair Eye Associates, Dr. Ryan Palmer. Jackson & Associates, Inc.
Welcome back here again to BSDN Live. Top of inning number 4. Bennington will have 4, 5, and 6 in their batting order. Out there again to face Abby Leggett, with Blair leading this game 10-1.
And so, Brian, I gotta pay some people off here, and just recognize those that were called up here recently.
Go for it.
So, number 25, Casey Mertz. Number 11, Elena Welty. Number 23, Emma Flynn. Number 17, Parker Steffen. Number 4, Kaylee Johnson. Number 15, Hadley Sheath. Number 2, Olivia Bacon. number 44, Taya Templar, were all called up and were all solid contributors on the JV team. So they're getting their chance to experience all of this for the first time.
That pitch is a little bit high for ball 2. So I have to ask, is it call them up at the end of the season so that they can be on the postseason roster? Is that the move there?
That's exactly right. And all of them, or the majority anyway, are freshmen and sophomores. I believe Elena Welty and Emma Flynn are juniors. But everybody else, I believe, is a freshman or sophomore. So really a good opportunity for them to experience what this postseason softball looks like, get some more practice, and then hopefully set the table for future years.
Yep. That's a really good way to put it. You come in, you may not play, but you get to you get the feel of the stress really of a postseason environment. And it pays off in the long run. It's a 4-pitch walk, by the way, to Brooklyn Fitch, who led off the inning. Now it's Adrian Treble, the left fielder, current batter for Bennington. Bears up 10-1. This pitch is fouled out of play.
And you know, while we have a moment, I also want to recognize the couple of the team managers. We've got Brooklyn Schroeder, I believe. She's a player that's injured, I believe. And then you've got, let's see, Ruby Peterson, who's the manager. Got Nolan Wolf, who's a student trainer. And then Justin Kramer, who's also a trainer. And they don't get recognized a whole lot for their contributions, but they're here every night. They're at most practices, so I think they should get recognized too.
Yeah, very good. Good on you for doing that. Swing and a miss.
Well,
by Treble, and the count is now a ball and 2 strikes.
If I'm being honest, that's the role I played. Was a non-starter, so it's like, well, we're going to recognize the non-starters here on BSDN Live.
A little bit of PTSD coming out for you. I got you.
That's right.
All right. 1-2 the count here. The pitch is a changeup, chopped toward the left side. Tough hop there, but Munger able to pick it up. The throw across is not in time. It's an infield single for Adrian Treble. And again, Bennington starts the inning with 2 runners on and nobody out.
You know, that was an interesting trajectory of that ball. It looked like it kind of was a slow roller, and that's a tough play, especially to third base. That's a long throw, and just a nice good infield hit, I'd say.
Yeah, it's a tough play, really, for the third baseman to make. The batter is Bella Worth. She flew out to center field in her first at-bat.
You know, in that situation, it's almost like a slow roller. You have to charge it and come up firing. Otherwise, you stand no chance of getting the out.
It's true, but it had such crazy spin on it coming off the end of the bat. I mean, you're right. You should charge that, but then you don't know where it's going to go. This ball is lifted in the air toward the right side, and it will get out of play. As Blatter gave it a look, but ran out of real estate over there. Count is even now at 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 on, nobody out here in the top of inning number 4. Bears up 10-1. And that ball slipped out of Leggett's hand as she was trying to bring it in. So it rolled into JC Sheath. That's ball 2.
And so are you a postseason baseball fan?
Yeah, for sure. I'll tune into the postseason. Yep.
Well, it looks like the Indians beat the Guardians today, and the Cubs won too.
Both of those teams have closed out their series, I guess, then, right? It was best of 3 for the wild card series.
Yep, that's right.
Bella Worth swings and misses. The count is now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody out. Big pitch coming here for Leggett. That's high for ball 3.
Okay, I'm gonna channel my inner Jamie Anderson and say we need her best pitch right here, because it'd sure be nice to get out number 1.
Yeah, something in the strike zone at least to force the batter to make a play. Bella Worth, the third baseman, swings. Good pitch. She just missed it. Fouls it back. Count stays the same.
And if I understand the schedule right, I think Blair might play Bennington in football Friday night.
You're right.
In Bennington.
It's on the road. You got it. Yep. Here's the 3-2 pitch again from Leggett. Popped up. That's going to reach foul territory and out of play. So the count again remains full. 3 balls and 2 strikes as Leggett tries to pitch around a lead-off walk. Had a lead-off walk in the 3rd inning that came around to score. Hoping that doesn't happen here. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Chopped foul again. What a battle here between Leggett and Worth.
Yeah, and what are we in week 6 of the high school softball season or high school football season?
Make me count quickly.
Blair's 0-5, I believe.
Sounds right.
So week 6, which is
Shoot high for ball 4. Bases are loaded, nobody out. Even though Blair leads it by 9. Critical situation here for the Bears. And Coach Fangmeyer senses that. She's going to head out to the mound to visit with her starter. See if she can't get everybody on the infield just to calm down a little bit. Maybe remind them, hey, girls, we're up by 9, but get the easy out here, right? Get a ball in play. If the play's at first, great, take it, give up the run, but let's start putting some outs on the scoreboard.
Yeah, because the last thing you want to do is cruise, right? Or be lackadaisical.
Right. Got to be locked in and still focused, even with a 9-run lead. The batter will be Hannah Wegeman. She popped out to second base in her only at-bat so far in this game. Number 7 hitter with the bases loaded, nobody out. Biggest at-bat of the game here for Bennington. First pitch from Leggett is low for ball 1.
I talked about you both. I gave you some credit, man. Hey, the athletic trainers did not like the flowers that I paid them on live air.
You know what? They're unsung heroes. They didn't want to be recognized. Now you brought them into the spotlight. That pitch is swung and missed, by the way. It's 1-1 on Wegeman.
Now I'm going to have to recognize him again. At some point. Maybe not right now, but...
Fair.
All right.
That's fair. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch hit in the air to left center. That's going to be a base hit. Gets down in front of Laney Brown. Laney gets it into 3rd, but not in time to get treble. So she beats the throw, the force out there at 3rd, and everybody is safe. It is an RBI single for Wegeman. The bases are still loaded. Bennington adds a run. It's 9-2.
You could argue...
Excuse me, 10-2. Pardon me.
10-2, yeah. You could argue that she was trouble.
You could. That would be too easy, though.
All right, let's go, Bears.
The hitter now is number 24, Marin Hogan, batting in that number 8 spot. Hogan takes the first pitch for ball 1. Leggett with the wind and the pitch. It's low for ball 2.
And I don't know what happened, but it's like it just seems kind of out of rhythm right now.
Yeah, you know, the leadoff walk in the 3rd and then a leadoff walk here in the 4th always pose trouble when those happen. Here's the 2-0 pitch. It's hit hard down that left field line. Oh, boy, foul by about 1.5 feet, and it one hopped the wall. That would have been a huge hit for Bennington.
No doubt, and that would have been double. That would have been at least a double, and probably may have scored 2 or 3 potentially.
Yeah.
And that was a rocket. Holy cow.
Huge break there for the Bears. Marin Hogan almost delivered a huge hit for her team. This one also into left, and it's going to drop down in front of the Bears left fielder. Hannah Houghton gets it in, but not in time to 3rd base. And once more, a little single advances everybody up 1 base. Bennington scores again. It's 10-3 now, still with nobody out here in the 4th, and the bases are still loaded. The batter is Allie Blumenkamp, and she singled her last time up.
There's
in
a good
there
pitch.
for a called strike.
Yeah, let's see if that's not the spark that Leggett needs.
Got ahead of the batter here.
Yeah, you'll take outs right here.
100%. 10-3 your score, but Bennington threatening big time. Bases loaded. Blumenkamp back up the middle. That's a base hit. Or excuse me, it's caught behind second base. Sorry about that. Caught behind second base. Nicely done out there by the shortstop, Caitlin O'Neill. And she almost had the ability to step on second and get the runner
No
doubled
doubt.
off, but just too far off the base.
That, you think about where she was playing in shortstop. That's pretty amazing that she was able to catch that on the right side of second base.
So Blumenkamp is out number one. We're back to the top of the order. It's Alyssa Anderson now. She hits it toward the right side. Base hit into right field. Playing shallow out there was Claire Anderson, but not quite enough. Once again, Craig, just death by 1,000 cuts. It's another single, another run for Bennington. That's 3 across in the inning. Everybody moves up one base. Anderson picks up the RBI single. Bases still loaded, 1 out. Number 2 spot in the order now, it's Taylor Redmond. She's put the ball in play twice. Popped out in the first and grounded out in the third. 1 out here in the 4th inning. She lifts this one in the air toward the right side. Drifting over to make the catch will be McLean, the second baseman. Gets it in quickly. Nobody, obviously a very shallow fly ball. Nobody can tag. Big out there for the Bears. Now there's 2 away.
Yeah, no doubt. That was huge. Now with 2 outs, let's just slam the door right here.
10-4 is the score. Bears lead it by 6. Bases still loaded, however, 2 outs. The batter is Emery Schmidt, freshman, left-handed hitter, batting in place of Kaylin Mueller, their catcher. She swings at the first pitch from Leggett and fouls it back. Counts 0-1.
So
It's the 9th batter of the inning, by the way, for Bennington.
Okay, so it's interesting. Bennington has, I think, only 4 seniors, and you can definitely see their youth kind of growing up.
Absolutely. Pinch runner out into second base, by the way, is going to be number 22, Natalie Thindle, running in place of Marin Hogan. Emery Schmidt, the batter, swings at the 0-1 pitch and fouls it back, and now it's no balls and 2 strikes.
So the other thing I want to also say thank you to is the Blair Youth Softball Association. For, you think about it, just 2 months ago, we had that windstorm come through, right? And the fact that we're even here tonight is a huge testament to the work that those guys did.
Change up called, strike 3 as Leggett pulls the string on Emery Schmidt. Gets her second strikeout of the game, but more importantly, gets the Bears out of the inning and leaves the bases loaded. Bennington does score 3 in the inning, however. It's 10-4. Blair leads it by 6. We move to the bottom of the 4th. Back in 60 seconds on BSDN Live.
Thank you for being a part of BSDN Live coverage of the Blair Bears. We're proud to partner with many local businesses that are supporting all of the Blair School activities. Join us in thanking them as well. Awful Nice Guys Heating and Air Conditioning, locally serving Washington County for 25 years and counting. Find out more about Mike Beebe and the team at awfulniceguys.com. Memorial Community Hospital and Health System, serving Blair, Fort Calhoun, and Tacoma with continued expansion of services from birth and beyond. Learn more at mchhs.org. Woodhouse Auto Family, serving our community and the world with all of your driving needs. Search woodhouse.com. For real estate, nobody knows Washington County like WC Real Estate. Blair Eye Associates, Dr. Ryan Palmer. Jackson & Associates, Inc. RVR Bank for your local banking and wealth management needs. Balls Out Motors, Tax and Business Consultants, Turnkey Nerds, SEI Security Equipment, Inc., and Great Plains Communications.
Welcome back here again to BSDN Live. The batter to start the 4th inning will be Taylor Munger. Fouls this one away. It's 0-1. Bears still leading. It's 10-4. Bennington with 3 in their half of the 4th. Now Blair going to try and get those back. Pitch to Munger is low, ball one. Allie Bover, the reliever for Bennington, still out there on the mound. She came into the game with 2 out in the first. She's been out there ever since. 1 ball, 1 strike on Munger. She swings and fouls this one again off to the right side. Counts now 1-2. Taylor, the number 5 spot in the Bears batting order.
Yeah, with the mosquitoes out, Brian, let's go ahead and score 4 in this game. How about that?
Yeah, I think it was you that brought up, I don't know, a couple of innings ago, this one's fouled away, about how the mosquitoes weren't a problem. So I'm blaming you now.
And I think I called, the potential for a run rule game. So I'm just not going to say.
Yeah.
I'm not going to make any more predictions, Brian. I'm sorry.
I like it. I like that strategy. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Change up, and it hits Munger.
She kind of smiled as that
yeah.
one was coming in.
Yeah, you got to chuckle a little bit because that was a very, very slow changeup, and Taylor really had time to get out of the way. Probably she wanted, but she turned and let it hit her. So Munger's at first only for a brief moment. The courtesy runner is?
I think that's number 11.
You got it. Elena Welty.
Elena Welty seeing her first high school varsity action right here.
So a chance to show what she can do out there on the bases with nobody out.
And, in this spot, I love what Coach Fangmeyer's doing because you might as well get these girls an opportunity to play.
Blatter hits this one right back up the middle on the first pitch. Welty to second, and Reagan has another hit, her 3rd of the ball game.
I'm telling you, it's the blow bomb bat.
Yep.
I'm convinced. 3 for 3 tonight.
Boom. 3 for 3 with 4 RBIs. Good game for Blatter. The next batter should be J.C. Sheep, but it's a pinch hitter, I think.
No, that's J.C. out there.
Sorry about that. Thank you very much. It's J.C. Sheath, the Bears catcher at the plate. She hits this one off the end of the bat and snared by the shortstop. Good play by Taylor Redmond, and she flies out, for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 4th. That'll bring up London Larson. It's 1 for 2 in the ball game. 2 runners on, 1 out. Larson swings and lifts this one high in the air to right, got under it just a little bit, and it's going to get over the head of the right fielder. Welty hustles over to the third, and unfortunately she could not get started early because it looked like that ball was going to be caught. So she's unable to score, but a single for Larson, and everybody moves up 1 base. Bases are loaded now with 1 out.
Okay, here we go. Chance to put a nail in the coffin right here.
Anna Houghton, the batter for Blair. She singled in her first at bat, came in the 3rd inning in place of Emmy Hall. Anna hit it down the right field line back in the 3rd. Takes that first pitch outside for ball 1. Bases loaded. Welty at 3rd, Blatter at 2nd, Larson at 1st with 1 away. Over into the wind and the pitch. Houghton rips this one down the right field line again. That is a foul ball. That would have been huge. Just out in front of it just a little bit too much. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike.
That would have been a nice one.
Would have scored at least 2. Houghton awaits the 1-1 pitch. This one is lifted toward the left side. And a great catch made over there by the 3rd baseman, Bella Worth, up against the fence. A ball that just as easily could have been dropped or gotten out of play, but it stayed in play, and Worth makes the catch for out number 2. That'll bring up the top of the order for the Bears. Big spot here for Lainey Brown.
Well, you like your chances with the one of the state's leading hitters right here.
Lainey's been on base twice in this game. This one she laces into left center, and it hits the wall on the fly. 2 runs will score. Larson's going to hold at 3rd. Brown is in with a stand-up double. 2 RBIs for Lainey Brown. The Bears get 2 of those 3 back that they lost in the top of the inning, as Welty and Blatter come in to score. It's now should be 12-4. Scoreboard says 11. Batter is Mia McLean with runners at second, third, and 2 outs.
Oh, there we go, 12-4.
First pitch is in the dirt for ball 1.
Is it 9 after 4? What's the run rule?
10.
10. So a single here could do it.
McLean definitely has the ability to hit it in a gap. And something out into left or right center all the way to the fence would score Brown easily. That pitch is high for ball 2. It's 2-0. McLean, by the way, has been on base all 3 times in this game. That pitch is high for ball 3. She was hit by a pitch, she singled, and she walked. She scored twice. A lot of production from the top part of the order here for the Bears. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Called strike. It's now 3-1.
Hey, you think Mia would let her brother have it around the Thanksgiving dinner table if they win tonight?
Well, she might not let him forget it too easily, I guess. She hits this one into left center. That's going to drop in the gap.
And that's going to do it.
Arsenal score from third. Brown from second. McLean into second with a double. And that will be the ball game. As you correctly said, Craig, the Bears lead it now 14-4. And it's going to be a 10-run victory for Blair. The Bats came to life here for the Bears early in this game. They scored 6 runs in the first. Bennington, 1 point down by 9. Came back just a little bit in the fourth. Did a good job fighting, and the Bears put them away here with 4 more in the fourth. And they will head now to postseason play with a record of 23-8. Bennington falls to 11-13. Blair will find out at some point, probably tomorrow.
Noon tomorrow.
When and where their district will take place. And we will do our best to cover all of the Bears postseason as much as we can here on BSDN Live. Thanks to all of our sponsors, by the way, for supporting us all season long. Thanks to those of you who are supporting our sponsors as well. Thanks to Kelly and Martha, who've been here on site tonight and most of the season with all of our broadcasts. Thanks to Craig Houghton. And that's going to do it for us. Bears win it 14-4. It's Brian Abraham saying so long. You've been listening to Blair Softball on BSDN Live.
Thank you for being a part of BSDN Live coverage of the Blair Bears. We're proud to partner with many local businesses that are supporting all of the Blair School activities. Join us in thanking them as well. Awful Nice Guys Heating and Air Conditioning, locally serving Washington County for 25 years and counting. Find out more about Mike Beebe and the team at awfulniceguys.com. Memorial Community Hospital and Health System, serving Blair, Fort Calhoun, and Tekamah with continued expansion of services from birth and beyond. Learn more at mchhs.org. Woodhouse Auto Family, serving our community and the world with all of your driving needs. Search woodhouse.com. For real estate, nobody knows Washington County like WC Real Estate. Blair Eye Associates, Dr. Ryan Palmer. Jackson & Associates, Inc. RVR Bank for your local banking and wealth management needs. Balls Out Motors, Tax and Business Consultants, Turnkey Nerds, SEI Security Equipment, Inc.,